His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa chaired the weekly cabinet meeting at Qadibiyya Palace. The cabinet extended congratulations to His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa on the upcoming holy month of Ramadan. The cabinet praised the outcomes of His Royal Highness's recent visits to Saudi Arabia, the UAE and Oman, and highlighted His Royal Highness's successful meetings with His Royal Highness the Saudi Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, the UAE President His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, and the Sultan of Oman His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq. The cabinet expressed appreciation for the warm welcome and hospitality extended to His Royal Highness and the accompanying delegation during the visits. The cabinet extended congratulations to Saudi Arabia on its founding day anniversary, praising the kingdom's achievements and successes across various sectors. His Royal Highness then directed the inauguration, restoration and development of 60 mosques under the Sunni and Ja'fari Awqaf across the kingdom as part of ongoing efforts to enhance places of worship. His Royal Highness directed that the necessary budget to allocated to implement the reconstruction plan while preserving Islamic architectural identity. He also instructed the Ministry of Justice, Islamic Affairs and Waqf to coordinate with relevant authorities to expedite the design, construction, restoration and development. The cabinet extended its congratulations to the winners of the 5th edition of the King Hamad Award for Youth Empowerment to achieve sustainable development goals, as well as the participants of the 52nd edition of the Bahrain Annual Fine Arts Exhibition. It noted the success of the World Entrepreneurship and Investment Forum 2026 and the active participation it received. It also commended the engagement of public and private sector entities in Bahrain Sports Day through the organization of distinguished sporting events. The cabinet welcomed the recognition of the villages of Buri, Karana and Lubdaya and Hura under the UN Food and Agriculture Organization initiative for their efforts in tackling food waste and loss. The cabinet welcomed the launch of the first phase of the one-stop air travel system between Bahrain and the UAE, set to begin on Tuesday. The initiative implements a decision issued by GCC Interior Ministers at their 42nd meeting in Kuwait to activate the one-stop air travel system among GCC countries. The system enables the completion of all travel procedures at a single point without the need for repeated inspection procedures. The first phase will apply to Gulf Air and Etihad Airways flights for citizens traveling between Bahrain International Airport and Zayed International Airport in Abu Dhabi. The cabinet then approved the following: the adoption of executive steps for implementing the principle of mutual recognition in the transfer of imported foreign food commodities, the plan for events during the holy month of Ramadan in Bahrain, as well as preparations for the Eid holidays, the expropriation of several properties for public benefit to provide space for urban development, and the government's response to several proposals submitted by the Council of Representatives. The cabinet then reviewed the following: the Ministerial Committee for Development and Infrastructure Projects for 2025, the progress of the Ministry of Information's projects in line with the Government Program 2023-2026, and the progress on the launch of the Youth Support Initiative. The Cabinet also reviewed the following ministerial reports: the 13th edition of the Bahraini Farmers Market 2025-2026, the outcomes of Bahrain's participation in the Baker Hughes Annual Meeting, the outcomes of Bahrain's participation in the 52nd UN Tourism Regional Commission for the Middle East and the conference Promoting Tourism Through Artificial Intelligence, and the outcomes of Bahrain's participation in the 22nd session of the Executive Office of the Council of Arab Information Ministers. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa met with the owners of the 12 finalists of the 7th edition of the Government Innovative Competition Fikra at Gdaybiya Palace. His Royal Highness expressed pride in the high standard of entries, affirming that it highlights the competence and capabilities of Bahrainis within Team Bahrain in advancing the kingdom's achievements. His Royal Highness affirmed Bahrain's commitment to fostering creativity and innovation, strengthening Bahrain's role as a hub for ideas, and advancing its comprehensive development under the leadership of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. His Royal Highness congratulated the finalists, praising the high standard of entries as a reflection of Bahrain's rich talent and innovative spirit. He stressed the importance of transforming innovative ideas into projects that advance the kingdom's progress to benefit its citizens and ensure the sustainability of its accomplishments. His Royal Highness honored the owners of the 12 final concepts. The 12 finalists expressed their gratitude for His Royal Highness's unwavering support, affirming that this support drives them to continue advancing their innovations in line with the kingdom's aspirations. The winning concepts were chosen following a series of evaluations, with 12 concepts advancing to the final stage, which included presentations to a ministerial committee and a public vote. The winners included Takamul by Captain Abdullah Wahid Al-Manna'i and Ala Ahmed Al-Blushi from the Ministry of Interior. Smart Employment Advisor by Jalal Ja'far Makki from the Ministry of Legal Affairs, and Tamanni by Ali Hussein Darwish, Maha Majid Al-Ma'raj, Narjas Yusuf Sept, and Fatma Atiyya Al-Aradi from government hospitals. In addition to the 3 winners, the other qualifying concepts included Savings and Investment Program by Ahmed Rida Sanad, Ali Khalil Ibrahim Fadl, and Abdullah Ali Sultan Al-Shamlan from the Ministry of Finance and National Economy. Ata, the National Giving Platform by Ahmed Saleh Mjairan from Tamkeen. Floating Oasis by Bassam Mohammed Al-Shweikh from the Supreme Council for the Environment. Rahma by Salama Hashel Zayed Al-Kbaisi from the Ministry of Finance and National Economy. Secondary Education Curriculum Enhancement by Abdullah Muhammad Abdullah Bedu from the Ministry of Education. Annual Leaves by Exchange Platform by Muhammad Ibrahim Al-Hassan, Asma Nasser Al-Musawi, and Nof Ali Fakhro from the Information and E-Government Authority. Wasalt by Manal Ali Al-Hashimi from the National Communication Center. Tawazan by Maha Badr Abdullah Badr Al-Sada and Ahmed Hassan Abdul Rahman Bachiri from the Social Insurance Organization, and Nailam Sa'ad Matar from the Ministry of Industry and Commerce. And Mind Forward by Wala Abdul Hadi Ahmed Al-Baqali from Government Hospitals. The Deputy Prime Minister, Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, the Minister of the Prime Minister's Court, His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, and the Minister of Finance and National Economy, Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa, also attended the meeting. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa received Bahraini writer and journalist Sawsan Al-Sha'ar at Gdaybiya Palace, where she presented His Royal Highness a copy of the book Isa Al-Kabir, Founder of the Modern State. The book was published in conjunction with His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa's royal order, designating 2026 as the year of Isa Al-Kabir. The designation celebrates the founder of the modern state and the leader of Bahrain's modern institutional history, His Highness Isa Al-Kabir, ruler of Bahrain and its dependencies. The publication also coincides with the 25th anniversary of the National Action Charter. His Royal Highness said that the designation reflects His Majesty the King's commitment to preserving and promoting the legacy of leading figures who contributed to Bahrain's development by cementing its foundations over the years and driving forward progress across key areas. He highlighted that His Highness Isa Al-Kabir's distinguished legacy and strong record of achievements strengthened Bahrain's political, economic and cultural standing. He added that the achievements during the era of His Highness Isa al-Kabir reinforced Bahrain's political stability and security and contributed to its development and prosperity. His Royal Highness outlined that the efforts and sacrifices made by His Highness in advancing Bahrain's development merit documentation to effectively reflect His Highness's historical role and significance. His Royal Highness was then briefed by a sha'ar on the book, which sheds light on the life of His Highness Isa al-Kabir, explores the establishment of the modern state and the achievements during His Highness's era. His Royal Highness expressed appreciation to the author for her efforts in drafting the book and praised all national efforts that contributed to its publication. The Minister of the Prime Minister's Court, His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Minister of Finance and National Economy, Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa, and several senior officials also attended the meeting. Under the patronage of the National Security Advisor and Commander of the Royal Guard, Lieutenant General His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, a graduation ceremony was held at Major Abdullah Rashid Al Naeem Square at Al Rawda camp in the presence of the Commander of the Royal Guard Special Force, Colonel His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, coinciding with the 58th anniversary of the founding of the BDF. The ceremony began with the national anthem, followed by His Highness the National Security Advisor inspecting the parade, followed by recitation of verses from the Holy Quran. After that, a practical demonstration by the graduates was presented, which included a military march, followed by a summary of the course covering its theoretical and practical programs, military training, field skills, and practical exercises. At the end of the ceremony, His Highness presented awards to the top performers in the course, and the graduates took the legal oath. His Highness affirmed that the continued royal patronage of His Majesty the King, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, the ongoing follow-up of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince, Deputy Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces and Prime Minister, and the directives of the BDF Commander-in-Chief have contributed to consolidating the values of military discipline and high professionalism, and enhancing the efficiency and readiness of the members of the BDF. His Highness added that the participants in this course are characterized by strong determination and unwavering loyalty, embodying the highest forms of sacrifice in order to maintain the security of the homeland. He also praised the high morale he saw in the graduates, commending the outstanding results achieved by the course. His Highness praised the great efforts made by the trainers to achieve the outstanding professional level demonstrated in the course, which contributed to the achievement of an advanced military level. He urged the graduates to continue giving and carrying this national trust, to be patient and strong, wishing everyone success. The Minister of the Prime Minister's Court and Chairman of the High Authority of the Rashid Equestrian and Horse Racing Club, His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, met with the President of the Electricity and Water Authority, Engineer Kamal Mohammed. The meeting reviewed existing cooperation between the club and the authority in the field of renewable energy, with the goal of adopting more innovative initiatives that contribute to developing infrastructure projects. His Highness emphasized the importance of continuing to adopt modern solutions in the club's development projects. This aims to ensure the sustainability of the horse racing system in Bahrain, adhering to best practices, thus solidifying its position as a sport and tourism hub and enhancing its role in supporting the comprehensive development process under the leadership of His Majesty the King and the directives of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. This will be achieved through enhanced cooperation with relevant entities to realize the desired objectives. His Highness noted that the solar power project at the club is a vital component of ongoing development projects, contributing to enhanced operational efficiency and improved facilities and services. He further stated that the power purchase agreement with the authority, part of the solar power project at the club's facilities, is a continuation of the existing cooperation between the two entities in this area. The President expressed his gratitude to His Highness for his keen interest in fostering constructive partnerships with various sectors which contribute to the development of equestrian sports, wishing the club continued success. His Highness witnessed the signing ceremony of the agreement, which was signed by a member of the Supreme Council of the Rashid Equestrian and Horse Racing Club and acting CEO, Yusuf Bahidji, and Vice President of EWA for Electricity Affairs, Engineer Ali Na'ma, in the presence of several officials from both sides. Bahidji affirmed that the agreement of the authority aligns with the directives and vision of the club's Supreme Committee, chaired by His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, to adopt best practices for transitioning to sustainable energy solutions across the club's various development plans and projects. He noted that the expected annual production from the solar energy project exceeds the club's annual energy consumption. He praised the ongoing cooperation with the authority in implementing the sustainable energy project, which enables the club to utilize solar energy for electricity generation, rationalize energy consumption, reduce its carbon footprint, and move towards a more sustainable future. Engineer Na'ma praised the club's Supreme Committee's initiative and its commitment to contributing to national efforts to achieve renewable energy and energy efficiency goals. He emphasized that this project falls within the framework of the authority's energy transition plan, which aims to increase the contribution of renewable energy by 20% by 2035 by supporting government entities to adopting renewable energy technologies and solutions. On behalf of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa launched the 52nd edition of the Bahrain Annual Fine Arts Exhibition at Bahrain National Museum. His Highness stressed that art reflects identity and celebrates cultural diversity, and said that the continued growth of Bahrain's art sector is driven by the steadfast support of His Majesty the King and the directives of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. His Highness highlighted the kingdom's rich history of creativity and the talent of Bahraini artists, whose work exhibited across the kingdom and the world, underscoring the status of the kingdom as a leading regional artistic hub. His Highness extended his best wishes to the participants of the exhibition, commending their vital role in advancing Bahrain's artistic and cultural movement. His Highness toured the exhibition, viewing works by approximately 74 visual artists across a range of schools, styles, and mediums, including multimedia drawings, video installations, photography, and sculpture. The President of the Bahrain Authority for Culture and Antiquities, Sheikh Khalifa bin Ahmed bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, affirmed the kingdom's commitment to prioritizing support for cultural and artistic initiatives. He affirmed their role in boosting the kingdom's regional and international standing as a center for creativity and innovation. He expressed his gratitude to His Royal Highness for his patronage of the exhibition and extended thanks to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Salman for the honor of inaugurating the exhibition. He highlighted the exhibition as a key platform showcasing the kingdom's vibrant art scene and 5 decades of cultural and creative evolution, where traditional forms meet digital media. During the opening ceremony, awards were presented to the winners of the Bahrain Annual Fine Arts Exhibition. The judges panel awarded the Dana Award to Abdul Jabbar Al-Ghadban. Al-Rawaq Art Space's Nexus Program Award was won by Khalid Walid Al-Abbas, and Hussein Ali Isa won the RAK Art Foundation Award. The judges panel also awarded a special tribute to Kumail Zakaria in recognition of his outstanding contributions to documenting architecture in the Gulf. The winners of the solo exhibition opportunities were also announced. Dr. Maysa Suwaidi received the opportunity to host a solo exhibition presented by Folk Art Space. Ahmed Al-Asad was awarded a solo exhibition presented by 56 Art Gallery, and Sheikha Rasha bint Salman Al Khalifa received the opportunity to host a solo exhibition presented by Al-Bahrain Art Space. Several senior officials also attended the event. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdul Latif bin Rashid Al-Zayani, met with German Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Johann Bartfel, on the sidelines of the Munich Security Conference. The meeting reviewed the long-standing relations between the two countries and discussed means to boost bilateral cooperation across various domains. They also exchanged views on current regional and international developments, as well as ongoing efforts to promote peace in the region. The Minister of Transportation and Telecommunications, Dr. Sheikh Abdullah bin Ahmed Al Khalifa, announced the launch of the National Aviation Strategy 2026-2027 in line with the government efforts to develop the civil aviation sector and boost its contribution to the national economy. The strategy reflects Bahrain's commitment to consolidating its position as a leading regional and global aviation hub. He explained that the strategy is built on responding to market needs and is structured around three main tracks: developing an integrated aviation ecosystem aligned with international standards, transforming Bahrain International Airport into a global center of excellence and a preferred destination for airlines and private aviation operators, and establishing the kingdom as a strong regional hub for maintenance, repair, operations, and logistics services. The strategy also targets expanding the network of air destinations from 66 currently to 100 by 2030. The Undersecretary for Civil Aviation Affairs, Hussein Al-Shaibi, noted that the two-year strategy includes practical initiatives and performance indicators to ensure regular monitoring and continuous evaluation of related programs and projects. During the ceremony, a letter of intent was signed between the Ministry and both Beyond Airline and the helicopter company to support the implementation of the National Aviation Strategy, enhance air connectivity, and develop commercial and private aviation activities. The Survey and Land Registration Bureau, the SLRB, launched the second version of the Ta'akkud. The SLRB President, Engineer Bassem Al-Hamar, said that the service represents added value to its output, stressing that the indicators displayed are indicative and reflect market movements during specific time periods. On this topic, SLRB Director General Engineer Ammar Rashid Al-Khashram gave us the following statement.
The first version of Ta'akkad allowed users to instantly check the status of a property and confirm it is free of any restriction preventing transaction, which is as essential before starting the property acquisition process. After a year of its launch, we observed high demand exceeding 30,000 users, making service improvement a constant priority. In the second version, we added the property price feature, displaying a price indicator for the past 3 years. This provides users with a reference index showing the average prices of similar properties in the selected area based on actual transaction. Users can access the Ta'akkad services through the Bureau website. Then select e-service section, choose Ta'akkad property price index, and enter the parcel number or the block number to view average property prices in the area. This information helps users evaluate properties and make informed decisions without needing to visit the Bureau in person.
The health sector embodies the vision of the National Action Charter through the developments and the services provided to citizens and residents. More in this report.
On the anniversary of the National Action Charter, Bahrain reflects on a comprehensive development journey that has placed people at the center of national progress. The health sector stands as one of the main pillars of this journey, as Bahrain has worked to enhance healthcare services through a forward-looking vision that continues to advance the health system. The Charter laid foundations for sustainable development by modernizing legislation, strengthening health infrastructure, and investing in qualified professionals in line with international standards. The kingdom has achieved significant milestones, including the accreditation of all governorates as healthy governorates by the World Health Organization, underscoring Bahrain's commitment to community well-being and SDGs. Specialized medical services have seen major progress, from complex heart surgeries and advanced device implantation to the expanded use of surgical robotics, improving efficiency and patient safety. Digital transformation has enhanced pharmaceutical services and patient experience, while national health institutions have earned international accreditations for quality and performance. On this national occasion, Bahrain's health sector reaffirms its commitment to building a sustainable and integrated system that continues to place human health at the forefront of national priorities.
On this topic, CEO of Government Hospitals, Dr. Mariam Al-Jalahman, gave us the following statement.
The National Action Charter placed strong emphasis on empowering national talent. This commitment was reflected in the establishment of the Bahrain Board of Health Care Specialties, which obtained institutional accreditation and provides an advanced educational environment for Bahraini professionals. In regards to the partnership with the private sector, actually the public-private partnership has been a fundamental pillar in Bahrain's efforts to enhance healthcare services. Through these collaborations, healthcare infrastructure has been expanded, specialized medical services have been introduced, and waiting times have been reduced, ultimately contributing to higher patient satisfaction. Additionally, I want to mention the joint initiatives between the public and the private sectors have also fostered innovation in healthcare delivery.
Government hospitals in Bahrain witness continuous development in their health services and efforts aimed at enhancing the quality of care provided in a true reflection of the principles of the National Action Charter to support sustainable development. In a new healthcare achievement, public health laboratories received international accreditation from the International Accreditation Service, which confirms the institutional excellence achieved in the field of reference analysis for viral diseases. More in this report.
As part of its commitment to enhancing quality standards and technical competence in the field of medical laboratory analysis, Public Health Laboratories has received ISO international accreditation from the International Accreditation Service, IAS. This accreditation confirms the institutional excellence achieved by public health laboratories in the field of reference analysis for viral diseases, including measles, rubella, influenza, and emerging viruses. It also represents a continuation of the ongoing institutional development and improvement process, ensuring the accuracy and reliability of results in accordance with best global practices. The accreditation process involved a series of meticulous, integrated technical and administrative procedures. These included implementing and updating the quality management system to comply with ISO international standards and enhancing the skills of technical and administrative staff through specialized training programs in quality control and the verification of equipment and laboratory procedures. Obtaining ISO international accreditation from the International Accreditation Body is a significant milestone in the development of laboratory services. It reflects the team's commitment to the highest standards of quality and professionalism and contributes to strengthening Bahrain's position in the healthcare sector at both regional and international levels.
الأيام Publishing House hosted the launch of the book Dilmun, Kingdom of Civilization by Dr. Abdulaziz Al-Swailah in the presence of the Media Advisor to His Majesty the King Nabil Al-Hamar, the Cultural and Scientific Affairs Advisor to His Majesty the King Hala bint Muhammad Jabir Al-Ansari, and the Minister of Information Dr. Ramzan bin Abdullah Al-Naimi. Al-Hamar stressed that serious historical writing is essential to strengthening national identity and civilizational awareness, noting that Bahrain possesses a rich heritage that deserves further documentation. Al-Ansari thanked Al-Ayyam for supporting specialized research in archaeology, affirming that the book is a valuable addition for researchers and those interested in Bahrain's cultural history. Dr. Naimi underlined the scientific importance of the book in documenting, with historical and archaeological evidence, a pivotal period when Dilmun was an independent civilization and a vital link between neighboring cultures. Dr. Swailah explained that the book seeks to document Bahrain's distinguished historical role and its civilizational position over the ages through analytical reading and archaeological evidence. He highlighted Dilmun's status in ancient myths as a land of entity and purity, as a major hub connecting Mesopotamia with the Indus Valley. The book also discussed key archaeological landmarks such as Qal'at al-Bahrain, the Barbar and Sar temples, and the royal burial mounds of Ali. The book combines historical analyses, archaeological interpretations, maps, and documentary photographs to present an integrated picture of the Dilmun civilization and to reinforce awareness of Bahrain as an influential historical center. The launch ceremony drew a notable audience of historians, heritage specialists, and cultural figures who reviewed the book's main themes and stressed the importance of the cultural efforts to document the region's history and safeguard its civilizational legacy. Dilmun Gate held a closing ceremony to mark the completion and handover of 131 residential units at Al Nasim housing project in Salman City as part of the government land development program implemented by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Planning. The Ministry of Housing, Amna Ramehi, noted that the program contributed to the development of 7 housing projects with significant demand from citizens to purchase units as soon as they are offered. The Minister congratulated the beneficiaries, emphasizing the Ministry's commitment to continuing the implementation of its housing projects according to well-defined plans, enhancing the quality of life and social stability for citizens. The Executive Vice President of Dilmun Gate, Rada Al-Adraj, said that the project reflects a successful strategic partnership with the Ministry and was delivered on schedule with high quality thanks to coordination between government bodies, contractors, consultants, and banks. The Ministry of Justice, Islamic Affairs and Waqf introduced a service enabling guardians to request the purchase or sale of movable property belonging to minors, such as valuable and electronic devices. As part of Bahrain's presidency at the 46th session of the GCC, the Governor of the Central Bank of Bahrain, Khalid Ahmeidan, chaired the 86th meeting of the Committee of the Central Bank Governors of the GCC for 2026. The meeting was attended by the GCC Secretary General Jassim Labdawi and senior officials. The meeting discussed a number of topics related to strengthening cooperation among GCC countries, most notably recommendations of the committees and teams concerned with payment systems, supervision and control of the banking system in the GCC, as well as technologies in the financial sector in the GCC. The committee also discussed the exchange of cybersecurity information for the banking sector and the efforts made by GCC countries in the fight against money laundering and terrorist financing. The Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs announced that the Moon Sighting Committee will convene this evening to receive testimonies on the sighting of the crescent moon, marking the beginning of the holy month of Ramadan, as well as reports from the Islamic world confirming the start of the holy month. The Ministry of Industry and Commerce affirmed that it will step up its monitoring and field work to ensure the availability of consumer goods in the markets and stabilize their prices as part of the proactive plan for the holy month of Ramadan. The ministry is implementing public awareness plans in parallel with strengthening the field monitoring system, which covers markets and shops on a regular basis. The ministry has initiated a package of seasonal regulatory and supervisory measures, including awareness campaigns targeting both traders and consumers, verifying that shops comply with the authorized activities, and monitoring any practices involving commercial fraud. Inspection tours will also be intensified in the middle of the holy month, focusing on popular commercial activities in order to verify compliance with the applicable regulatory controls. Bahrain achieved a new human rights and diplomatic milestone with the election of Ghada Habib, Secretary General of the Ombuds Office, as Regional Director for Asia on the board of the International Ombudsman Institute. Ghada Habib expressed pride in Bahrain's election to this international post, highlighting that the achievement reflects the vision of His Majesty the King and the support of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister in strengthening human rights protection mechanisms. She noted that Bahrain's experience and independent oversight has become an inspiring model respected by the international community and global human rights institutions.